Let's talk more on the disc golf side as far as the competition side. What has any of those goals shifted for you as far as your play?
Yeah. Yes and no, kind of. I think yes compared to early this year, no compared to the long run. I think so. It's kind of interesting. So I started playing disc golf 2022 in January. So it's been almost 4 years now. And I set this goal when I started my channel in May of that year, May or June. Or it was June. And I set this goal of like, I want to cash at a pro tour. So I did my first MA1 tournament. I like was vlogging that. And then I've like vlogged everything up to there. And then the Kansas City Wide Open was a silver series in like 2023 or something. Yeah. And I cashed at it. And then like I kind of like I was like, okay, well, that was a big goal. And even though it wasn't a true pro tour event, I wasn't doing that much more. I was still like in the van. And so I was like, well, that's fine. And so I instead of like continuing to try to push to the next goal, I was focused on like, oh, my content's doing fine. So like I'm gonna focus on this a lot. And then I did get a decent bit better, but my progress kind of stalled a bit. And then this last year, in 2024, I started like paying for a trainer and was like working on my body a lot. And that went pretty well. But then earlier this year, I like went to the Kansas City Wide Open. I was trying to do everything. I was trying to make all my videos. I was trying to train all the time. I was trying to be a great pro. And I basically like been working like the off season for me sometimes. Like that last off season was kind of like my on season because I was like, I'm just gonna post so much and I'm still gonna train. And it's the off season. And then I got to Kansas City Wide Open. This was my first big tournament of the year, and I just like was so burnt out and played so bad and like didn't care. And I really hated that I didn't care. And so ultimately, it took like a lot of the rest of this year to figure out like what do I want to happen professionally, because a part of that was like I have a 1 month old or a 1 year old who was born August of 2024. And so that just changes your whole entire life. And I don't think I fully acknowledge like what that would mean. And so now it's changed the goals, but more so the timeline and the intensity for which they're important. Because to me, like if I have like this big nebulous goal, it feels important to like solve it and figure it out. And so like trying to get a tour card or cash on the tour, I felt like I was so much further away from that than like some of my like creator goals. And so I would put the creator goals a little bit more to the wayside or like set them a little lower so I could focus on the tour goal. And that's like fun for my inner child who wants to be a pro athlete, but it's not good for me professionally or my business. And it's not good because we talked about, I've wanted to be a YouTuber since I was in like middle school. So like this disc golf thing just came up. And so it was like kind of chasing the new exciting thing. And so the goals have more morphed into what I kind of believe is a more like mature version of like, I think the goal ladder is still there of like cashing at a full elite series, trying to get a tour card, maybe eventually getting into the tour championship. Like I would love to like be good enough to do that. But that used to be like super important for me that would all happen. And I feel like I was willing to give up so much to make that happen. And now I'm willing to give up very little to make that happen. Not that I'm not going to try to make it happen, but because I've set myself up in a way that I'm better positioned than most people to like really go after it. Like in the new year, my wife's going to focus more on childcare and helping me with our business together. I'm going to focus on content and I'm going to have a lot more time to focus on training, and my content can help me train because I get access to the best players in the world and coaching and like all this stuff that's like, I have incredible opportunity here, but I used to like almost be willing to give it all up because I like needed to be pro.